Man.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Don't we just love Bryden's little songs at the beginning? I
It's
hope
not
that
my
one was on the
it's
recording.
not my song. It's the seatbelts.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, the Kanye of comedy, the Norm MacDonald of podcasting,
I forgot about that.
DJ Beerbelly, the world's only comedian, the
Buddha of
Buddha
chaos.
of chaos, the master of the wheel. You
Uh,
see, I'm not reading anything right now. Can you tell? That's all in the noggin. That's off the noggin right there. The world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
you said world's only comedian 3 times, by the way, which, calm down. I don't.
Sorry.
I don't think I deserve the Norm Macdonald of podcasting. I didn't know that I came up with that one.
I feel like Dave was buttering you up a little much. It was
Yeah.
a little homoerotic, if you ask me.
We only talked about his balls for half the episode.
Yeah, that was not for my benefit. That was for yours.
No, I don't remember a lot. I was up till like 2 in the morning last week. Last fucking Thursday, I had to like go to work. It's been brutal. And then, yeah, like after you got up, we like talked for a while, and I just kind of remember talking to him about like, yeah, I don't really believe in anything, like nihilism. It's just, I just don't really, philosophically, it just kind of reached a dead end, and there seems to be no answers. I don't know if you heard of terror management theory. I mean, that's like applied pessimism, I guess. But I mean,
I
really,
can't.
ultimately, what is the point?
I have to stop letting you remain on calls with our guests that don't know us well by yourself after, because I feel like this is what happens. You just start trying to get them into pessimism or whatever the hell you're doing.
No,
And it's,
pessimism's fine, and terror management theory is
I
a
have
great
to
measurement of.
protect these people from you. I have to stop letting this happen. Poor Dave. He
I don't
was
remember.
so nice.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's got good balls too.
I tried to allude to it on Twitter too. It's like, yeah, you're a real big target for the homosexuals by opposing his trad wives, because And I think everyone just thought I was calling him old. No, I was talking about the balls.
I thought
Nobody
you were
got
saying that
that.
he was old.
No, I was talking about the balls.
I replied with Abby is also 50.
Yes, you did. And I was like, no, you're not getting it.
Nobody got what you were saying.
No.
You were just talking about another man's balls on Twitter besides your husband's.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want
Maybe
to
I should.
do
I'll
that.
just go ahead and give
So
him a.
that's why I didn't
I'll
make
just.
it clear.
I just give your husband a little texty too right now.
No! Don't do that! Leave him
Smith,
alone.
how would you take this tweet, by the way, buddy?
Well, he would know.
He would just think that you were calling him old because you're bad at stuff.
Yeah.
So, put that in your head and
Okay.
fucking think about it.
Yeah. I'm going to try to think about it. So I had this dream last night, okay? And the reason why it's relevant to the podcast is because two former guests.
Because everybody's going to go to sleep when they hear it.
No! Two former guests of the show were. Okay, so. There was a terrifying monster in the shadows and it was taking people. This is the thing that happens in a lot of my dreams, where it's like dream stuff is happening, it's completely unrelated, but it's somewhere in the background is like a thing in the shadows and it's just snatching people silently. And then there just keeps being less and less people throughout the dream while I'm doing other stuff. And at some point I just notice it's happening. So it was one of those, right? But out from behind some curtains, okay, comes John and Mr. Cask and challenged me to a dance battle. Okay, so we're like in Step Up and in Step Up to the Streets or whatever. Like we were doing a dance
So,
battle.
I mean, could they throw down? Were they good at it?
They were fantastic, and I was not doing very well. And so, but as the dance battle was progressing, okay, I was getting distracted, and this is probably why I was losing. Okay, it's
Can I
not my
can I
fault
can I just pause
because
real
there was
quick?
a monster. What?
All of this has entirely to do with you playing too much of the fucking Like a Dragon.
Yes, it does.
It is because I'm playing the first one right now. You're playing the second one. This is exactly the type of bullshit that is. I can hear the music. Dun, dun, dun,
Yep.
dun, dun, like, yeah,
Yep.
yep, exactly that is
Well,
happening.
because and you know the guys in the sleeping bags, the like squirm worms in the sleeping bags. Okay, you know
I
how
don't
they
think we
like
had
do the
those in the first
worm
one.
on the ground. You haven't seen those? Okay.
I haven't run into them. I'm in the last chapter and I haven't run into those guys.
They're just in like camping sleeping bags where it covers the top of your head too, and you just like are looking out of a little hole, you know? And so they're
I
like
don't think
supposed to
they're
be
in the.
like caterpie,
I don't
you
think they're.
know?
I don't think they're in the first one. I've gotten guys in trash bags and they've just got their legs sticking out of trash bags.
No, these are sleeping bags. It's different.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
you
don't think
haven't
they're in the
seen
first
them
one.
yet. But they like you know how caterpie can like shoot web out of his mouth like a string, the string shot or whatever. Anyway, they do that.
Never gotten a Pokemon.
So in the dream, when John came out, she was doing the worm like one of those guys. But if you haven't
Okay,
seen those guys,
I
you
have
wouldn't
not.
understand.
I've seen.
John will get it.
I've
She
seen the worm.
knows.
I've seen the worm. People have done the worm. I've seen them.
It was very impressive. I was impressed. But yeah, the monster was taking the people that were spectating, and I was very distracted. So really, um, I am the one who was not callous and ignoring the terror of the people around us, and that's why I lost the dance battle.
But you did lose.
I did.
So even in your dreams, you're a fucking loser.
Yes. Yeah.
I
I thought
think
it was important to tell everyone about that, though.
I don't think that it was that important at all. But I don't remember what I dreamed about. I remember I was trying to slip through sewer grates because I was running from something.
Probably the monster. It was trying to get you. I swear that thing is everywhere.
Well, it
It's
might have been.
all the time.
But the problem with this was like like the side of the road, like the sewer grate. Like where it's on the road, all of that. Like where it comes out of.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I was like, for whatever reason, I was running with a group of people. I'll bet a few of us got. But it kept trying to go through, and it would like hit the side of my head, and then I have to go through one, and then it was a lower level. I had to go through another, and I just kept having to do that. But I've been taking ashwagandha again right before I go to bed lately, and that gives you some crazy fucking dreams. So,
Yeah, I have to be careful with what time of day I take anything like that. It has to be in the morning because
is it better to take it in the morning?
I mean, it depends on how weird your dreams get.
They're
I mean,
pretty
I
bad.
feel it through. Yeah, so I get. I mean, I remember most of my dreams. My dreams are very vivid, and even when I'm lucid dreaming, I can't necessarily escape. So screwing with my dreams usually just means more vivid and longer nightmares.
I have very
Like,
vivid studios dreams.
like my poor
Who's
husband.
gonna get that one? Come on, what's up? Where's my? Who knows what that
No
is?
one.
All right, let's go
No
ahead.
one. No one knows what
It's a
you're talking
porno
about.
company from like the early 2000s.
Okay. For someone who, as far as I am aware, doesn't even watch porn, you should
I've
talk
seen
about it a
porn.
lot.
I've seen porn.
You have seen it, but it just made
What do you
like
think I did from age 8 to 30?
what you just got too old? Is that what happened?
Well, because like when MILFs started just being age appropriate women,
That changes things a
it's
little
it's my whole genre's over.
bit. Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry that
And
happened to you. Well,
I've
you could
seen
just
a
go
porno.
older.
Oh no, that's mature. That's a completely different thing. They like from 40 to on until you hit 80. That's just like a dead zone of fetish
Oh.
pornography. Yeah, like there's no like Pam Bondi. She's like 70 though. There's no. I only know politicians.
I don't know.
I don't know who celebrities are. Fuck. There's no like hot 50-year-old lady that it's not just like she's in the MILF category.
Okay, yeah.
Because after MILF is GILF. That's mature.
And that's got to go real old
Oh,
to be believable. Okay.
and it's fucking crazy because it's like, how the fuck are you gonna be that old and be like time to do porn? Because like if they were doing porn 30 years ago, and this has just been their career for that long, that'd be one thing. But that's never the case. All of those people died of
Oh.
drug overdoses, bro.
Oh my gosh, so this is people choosing it later in life.
Yep.
That's what on earth could possibly happen to
I don't know.
bring you to that point?
I don't know. Like the old guys, I kind of get, I guess, because it's like I could see that happening to a dude. But the old ladies, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's not. Okay, because the thing normally is they get them young, get them in like really
Yeah.
like locked in
Yeah.
young, and they do some trickery there.
Get them in the lifestyle.
you
Yeah.
know?
Here's some
Yeah,
money.
so
Here's
they
some
can't
drugs.
leave. And now it's too late, Everyone already knows what you are. You might as well just keep going. But like you're already a grown woman. Like
More than grown.
yeah.
On death's door, dude. I've seen very, very elderly women. Same goes for pregnant porn, too. That's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
What in the world?
And just I can't imagine that's safe. I mean,
Probably not.
not because having sex during pregnancy isn't safe. That's totally fine, but that's not what we're talking about.
We're talking about
That's not
black
what-
penises. Those are unsafe pregnant penises.
Anything could happen.
You know, you get,
Gonna change the baby's color.
yeah, you get this fucking Peter North Mandango motherfucker in there, and, it's just like, oh shit, inducing pregnancy, inducing labor type of thing. I don't know. But yes, there are very, 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 very old women that, as far as I can tell, we're not.
Yeah, this
you
is
know,
terrible.
it's all-
This is really sad.
It's a whole world out there, dude. I wish I ran one
Surely
of those
there-
companies.
God, why? No.
I call them, Bryden's Gmail, studios. She's like, I'm gonna make you some cookies, and then he's like, how about some cookies for you? And then, she just 60 minutes of that.
It's just you have a porn studio and it's just old women and like, oh, what do I do? I couldn't get any male actors. Whoops, just me.
Just
Just
me,
me.
that guy everybody wants to see. That would be cool. I'll bet that's how a lot of those start out, though. They're just like, I don't know. I have $1,500 and want to bang prostitutes. If I film it, it's legal in Vegas.
Yes, which is crazy, right?
I think you can just legally bang prostitutes kind of in Vegas anyway. Well, not in Vegas proper, but I don't know the rules. I don't know. Never been with a prostitute. I know that's shocking. I never banged a hooker.
Good for you. I'm proud of you for that.
I've known a ton of guys who have.
It's so gross.
I don't look down on them.
I know you don't, because I don't think that men could possibly understand how viscerally disgusting the idea of it is to the average woman.
Oh, the average woman who is mad that someone else is getting man and getting paid. Yeah, I see. You guys all fuck for free.
No, that's not.
You guys all
okay.
fuck for free. That's what the problem is. She's a working
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of the whore.
She gets money
I'm
for it.
extremely
what do you-
jealous.
What do you
of the
bitches get?
whore.
What do you bitches get? Nothing.
What do you mean? What do we get?
You get nutted in. That's what you get. The working ladies, they're out there. They're smart. They're entrepreneurs.
Yeah, they got great lives. They're doing so well. I'm sure they're so happy.
Where do you get your fucking fentanyl from? All right.
I don't actually do well.
See?
I mean,
See,
okay,
what do you have? You have
in the
nothing.
hospital, in the epidural, there is fentanyl. So if you really,
Yeah.
you can get it.
You got nothing. They're out there living their best lives,
right.
as they say.
If only I was a whore.
There was this one video of this fucking ex porn star who they found living in the sewers in Vegas.
Oh my gosh, I saw that. That was so funny. And she's just like, yeah, this is where I sleep. It's kind of like a community down here. It's just like disgusting, dirty,
How
rank,
crazy.
wet sewers underground.
How crazy as a person does she have to be that there's not just a man, any man with a car that goes, oh, you could just sleep in my car with me. I also am homeless,
Right.
but I have a car.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. So having grown up very poor around a lot of drug addicts, yeah, there's a if you're moderately pretty, you could find somewhere to stay.
That's why you
Like,
don't see homeless
it's not
women
going to
that.
be pretty, it's not going to be nice, but neither, I mean, there's no way the same bad things that could happen and go into someone's house are not happening to her in that tunnel.
Exactly.
There's no
That's a
way.
it's a rape tunnel.
Yes, there's exactly.
Name of the
And
episode.
possibly she'll get killed. Rape tunnel.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I think I like it's a rape tunnel
Yeah.
better than just rape tunnel. It's
I'll
got more
write
of
that down.
got more punch to it.
I don't know. I just that's why you don't see many homeless women. Like, and when you do, they're so decrepit.
Oh yeah. Well, they were probably kicked out by their last crack dealer for
Out of their last
like
rape
being
tunnel.
useless. Yeah. It's just
But yeah, I don't
it's
know.
really sad.
It's not a funny video. I think that girl's dead now. But it's not a
Yeah,
funny
that was
video.
a couple years ago. She's
Oh, it was
absolutely
like
gone.
oh, it was longer than that, old maid. It was longer than that. It was seriously probably about like 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh, well, I think I probably only saw the clip more recently than that. That is probably what it is. It was some clip I saw online. So,
Yeah. I it definitely made its way to TMZ, I'm sure.
you know what's funny though? It's because okay, this is totally off topic, but kind of because it's about tunnels, right? So I grew up with this idea in my head because when I was a kid, we watched Buffy and Angel as a family. We watched X-Files and stuff. So I and there were
Ah,
tons of other
wait.
shows that
Hold
did
on, hold
this.
on.
What?
Stuffy the vampire banger.
Okay. Oh, that's very hack. Good job. And she was in the tunnels. And let me tell you, no. No, but I had in my mind as a kid that underneath cities, any big city, there's just a network of sewer tunnels, and that's what the sewers were,
Not all
right?
of
And
them.
you could just walk around
Okay,
underneath
hold on.
cities.
We literally talked about this like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did we?
A
Okay.
100%.
Well, sorry.
It was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Poo Pans episode.
Oh, yes. Okay. That makes sense. Of course, when we were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it would come up.
Yeah.
But there you go. That too. I just thought it was everywhere. No, it's very disappointing.
Yeah.
That's why when my mom told me that
She loved you.
you should turn the light on in the bath. That was also a lie. But you have to turn the light on when you go to the bathroom at night. In her mind, she's keeping us from like tripping and falling or something,
Yeah.
I guess. But she said it was because there's an alligator man in the sewers, right? 'Cause
Not
he
just
got
an alligator. An
an
alligator
alligator man, yes, in the sewers underneath the house, and like he could have come up through the toilet, which is
Significantly more terrifying than an alligator. Because
I know.
an alligator is bad enough, and that's stupid. An alligator, like you say, a snake, right? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. An alligator is crazy. What type of adorable alligator is gonna? That's great. It's just
Like a
meow, that's
tiny
great.
one, like a baby,
Then
right?
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fine. He's gonna bite your cooter, and that stinks. But like an alligator man.
Yes, and he was gonna come back up through the toilet. So
Now,
I don't know, maybe
let's think about the alligator man who can become the size of a sewage pipe and
Yeah.
sneak into your home if you don't turn the light on.
well, that's what I'm trying to get at is the reason it made so much sense to me in my mind is because the sewers are so big. They like as big as your hallway, but like double wide because you could just walk around the sewers. So it made sense. I thought maybe there was some magic akin to Santa Claus coming down the chimney to go like up through the toilet pipe specifically. But it made sense to me because obviously they didn't even live in a city. It was a tiny town. Like
And all
just-
sewers needed those giant New York fucking sewers.
Yes. And I just really wanted to go down there. Like really badly. I wanted to go down there, not just to find the alligator man, okay? But just to explore.
Why would you want?
I just thought it'd be cool.
Why would you want to find the mutant alligator man who is obsessed with biting people on the ass but is scared of light?
I don't know.
That's like some
I don't
fucking
know.
Norwegian ass folktale shit.
It's just stuff like my mom. What's crazy is it wasn't. I never questioned what my mother told me. I just
Sure.
didn't. That was the authority. That was just so when she said that someone in the car doesn't buckle their seatbelt, we will 100% guarantee get into a crash and one of you will die. We don't know who. It's a mystery. Like I was just like, well,
That's
clearly
how
that's the
car.
rules of the universe. That's how God created the world.
Well, that's
Like,
that's that's how
or not God, but that's the
that's
rules of the universe.
that's how cars work. They feel the weight on the seat.
Well,
They
I
need
just
the
thought it was
connection.
like,
Otherwise, they malfunction entirely.
well, no, I thought it was like an energetic thing, like the laws of fate,
Oh yeah, you were
like
Yeah, your fucking weird Slipknot mom raised you
it's like, yeah.
pagan.
Because at the same time, she was telling me that when you cast a spell, it's going to come back threefold, so you shouldn't do bad spells. And so
Yeah,
it's like,
that's your mom's fucking crazy. Well, what the fuck spell did she cast to become a weird stroke pirate?
a really, really positive one because she's real happy about that. Everything. I
She
mean,
just
if you
she
think
just
about
cast
it,
her.
her life got better.
Yeah,
From
yes,
her perspective, it's great.
yeah. She was a really bad person, dude. Like, I know we listen, everybody. I know we make a lot of jokes about Abby's pirate mom all the time, but she was a real piece of work, and everybody should just be happy for her and her eye patch and the fact that she drools on herself and shit like that. Until we're gonna have to take 2 weeks off of the podcast for Abby
Yep.
to pretend that she cares about her fucking mom to bury her.
I care.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Do ya?
I mean, yes, I do, but it's also just kind of like at some point it's exhausting,
Exactly. I thought my parents were exhausting, so I just stopped talking to them and I wish them the best. Your mom already has the best. She's a pirate. She is a
Yeah.
3-year-old pirate. When has anyone been happier than when they were 3 years old
know.
pretending they were a pirate? My
Which
parents
is,
don't know what they're up to. Guess what? They're probably pretty happy.
well, not as happy as they would
Oh,
be
no.
if we gave them a traumatic brain injury.
Right. Yeah, my parents are stupid. They're not that stupid. Not
Yeah,
yet.
we're not. If we could improve their joy, I'm just
Yeah, I mean, you just lobotomy everybody. They're thrilled.
clearly it works.
I mean, look at before and after pictures of lobotomies. It's supposed to be like, oh, look at how fucking empty or scary they look or whatever. It's like they're smiling. When was the last time you fucking
Well,
smiled and it was
they
sincere?
can't even think far enough to be sad. Like that's just gone for them.
And fucking was it like Sweden and shit? They made it legal, like, oh, your kid has Down syndrome, abort him. No, over here in America, we got a team of Down syndrome people. They went and testified before Congress, and they're like, being Down syndrome is pretty dope, actually. And
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
they're
can't
right.
cure it. You cannot cure it. And
Sure.
what you're thinking of probably is Iceland, which
Oh,
boasts that they have eliminated Down syndrome.
yeah.
They
Why?
eliminated literally. They just mean that literally every single time it pops up on an ultrasound, that person gets an abortion.
That sucks, dude. Have you met people with
Yeah.
Down syndrome? They're great.
Yeah. It's disturbing. So they praise themselves for eliminating Down syndrome. No, you're just killing them.
Well, what have they done about cerebral palsy then? Do they also eradicate those guys?
I'm assuming so. I don't know. Whatever you can pick up on like beforehand, I would
I don't
assume.
know if
Like,
you
well,
can
Down
pick up.
syndrome is a chromosomal thing, so
Yeah.
that's you could do that with a blood test.
Yeah, I
You
don't know
know.
if you can get if you. I'm sure at some point you can tell, but
Well, it probably depends on what point you can tell because you're not going to be.
also cerebral palsy has like different scales, like any other stuff like that. Listen, we've been through this probably before. I am pretty sensitive to the mental retards. All right, because I grew up having to be around them a bunch.
Yeah.
Not just my parents; my mother took care of these
Yeah.
guys,
They
and
don't deserve to be eliminated.
no,
I
that's
just
crazy.
don't think that that's
Now, to
solution. It's not a good solution. Okay, not all solutions are good solutions.
it's I don't encourage people to have children, even if they're not going to be mental, body, or emotional retards. Because it's like she's bad. Like, what are you born with all your limbs? Now you're not allowed to complain about anything. Like that sucks
Ah,
all the
that
time.
sucks too. Everybody's like, "Oh, at least you got all your whatever."
You
Okay,
think
you
Tom?
know.
You think Tom Brady doesn't get sad sometimes? I mean, mainly now he's probably just sad he can't play football, but he's too old. It's time. But like, and I'm sad because I can't watch football anymore. Because what's the point?
Yeah.
Oh, I got Patrick Mahomes. Eat shit, bitch. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl, bro. Didn't even watch it. Glad the
I'm
Eagles
happy
won
for
though,
you.
because fuck the Chiefs.
Okay, which one is the Travis Kelsey guy on?
That's the Chiefs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, fuck them.
See, the problem with that whole
The
like,
Kansas
oh,
City
Taylor
Pfizer.
Taylor Swift is dating him now, so girls are going to be into football thing is I don't even, well, I don't like Taylor Swift either, so I still don't understand football. You didn't get me. Sorry.
She's okay. I like Taylor Swift more than I like Travis Kelsey. Uh,
It's just not my kind of music. So
eh.
anyway, my
We've
point is
had
I
this
just wasn't
conversation so many times.
interested enough. I know. We're just talking at this
How
point.
many fucking times are we gonna have to go over? I like some of the fucking Taylor Swift songs. You don't
I
like pop music.
know.
It's fine.
It's fine. I like Molly Nelson.
You could
She's great.
say
I've shown her to you. You love her.
you could say we have bad blood.
Oh.
Bad blood. I'm sucking on condoms. Something. I think those are the lyrics. I'm
I will
gay,
say
sucking on dicks.
we went to a wedding and the first dance song played and I immediately first note never heard the song. I could think it was that Lover song, I guess, because that
I
was
don't
the
know that one.
chorus. She just said the word lover for the chorus or something. I don't know. But immediately I was like, oh, that's Taylor Swift.
Sure.
Like, why do I recognize that?
She
She's just
has
everywhere. Yeah, she's
tons.
got a very distinctive voice.
Well,
So
it's not
that's
so much.
she's got that going for her
It's
because
not
I
so much
wouldn't
that.
be able to tell some of these other ones apart. I don't
It,
listen to her any more than I do to them.
yeah, but I mean, here's the thing with that. Before we actually get to the damn show,
Hmm.
she's been around for so fucking long that you can just. You're not a Lady Gaga fan either. And you can fucking. You'll be like, that's Lady Gaga. Uh,
Yeah.
Katy Perry, same thing. Like they've just been around for over a decade, so you've heard it enough
Yeah.
that you're like, oh, I know who that is. It's not
I
that
was
their
just
voices are
surprised.
so
Yeah.
distinct or anything like that. Like, I'm hoping she sticks around. You know who I'm starting to like is Sabrina Carpenter. But I
Oh yeah.
also feel like we've had this conversation much. That song Espresso is pretty good
You know,
for a pop song.
I never listened to it, but
It's
when
okay.
it came out and if everyone was talking about it top the charts, I look up like song lyrics a lot, or I just look up a song, and every single for like 3 months straight, anything even vaguely music related, and most things not, that I would look up online or be at online, the next recommended thing would be espresso
Yeah,
everywhere. Like there's no reason for that to be in my algorithms anywhere at all
it's
whatsoever.
popular
It
and
was being pushed
yes,
everywhere,
yeah.
and I just on principle refused to click on it, even though occasionally I would click on something I knew I wouldn't like. But I was just like, it was literally every single time it was the next thing recommended after what I searched for, no matter where I was or what I was looking at. It was I
I
don't
did
think
not have
that's
that problem.
organic.
I did well. See, I did not have that problem. I heard it on the radio, but these
Oh, I don't listen to
algorithms,
the radio.
I
That's the
listen to the
problem.
radio all the
Yeah.
time. So for specifically this reason, I flip through the radio. I rarely listen to an entire song. I flip through the radio all the time, to and from work, and I listen to a little bit of stuff trying to find new things. And I'll listen to a little bit of it. And if I really like something, I Shazam it. Like I found there's a song by this white rapper called NF. The song is "The Search," and
Mm.
it's not very good at all, but it's catchy enough that I was like, okay, like let me look more into what this guy has, because I'm just interested in fucking music. Like that's a not probably not a thing I talk about myself enough about. But I'm always like looking for,
Yes.
music stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking neat. Like, let me check this guy out. Uh, but that's how the Sabrina Carpenter, and then that song by that Disney star whose name I can't remember. That's way off of the radio now at this point. Who did that song? Pepsi. A lot of drink related songs.
Don't all these women come from like Disney Channel and
Uh,
stuff?
Probably Addison
Like,
Ray. Yeah,
yeah, I think
probably.
I think literally all of the current pop stars are either from Disney or Nickelodeon that are popular. Like,
Yeah, that's. I assume Disney Channel is still making like kid sitcoms. I don't know.
yes, yeah, yeah. It's all from like stuff like that. Like, yeah, Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, like all of them are,
Okay,
which
but,
is, yeah.
Ariana Grande, that was
That was a while ago. That was a
so
long
long
time ago.
ago.
Yeah, that was when I was that was, yeah. But, Miley Cyrus, they're all still big pop stars is the
Sure.
way. But yeah,
Well,
I'm
Miley
pretty
Cyrus
sure.
destroyed her fucking vocal cords. I don't know how long she's gonna be around. To be honest with you, she's pretty. She didn't have a vocal coach. Uh, it's just brutal. I'm sorry. She doesn't sound the way she used to. She blew her shit out.
Well, yeah, she had some sort of surgery too, and now it's like way raspier and deeper, so it's very different.
I don't know. She also kind of sucks. That Joe Rogan appearance was like, wow, this is Joe Rogan's usually boring, and I don't listen all the time because he puts out too many podcasts. But I'll listen to some of them. I'll pick and choose.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to see
Was
Miley
this
Cyrus on Lex Friedman. That would be good. When you put out Wrecking Ball, that was a pretty big sensation. Yeah, but a Wrecking Ball, it was like pretty good.
She sounds like she has emphysema. It's pretty
Dude, she
extreme.
sucks.
If it's the episode I'm thinking of, the only one I listened to, if she's only been on Joe Rogan once years ago or whatever, I listened to one with her. And he is such, some people get on there and he's just like, yes, queen the whole time. And
Yeah.
nothing of substance is said at any point. He's just like, I really just admire how you do that. And it's like, what are you doing, Joe? This is not entertaining for anyone.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like doing an interview show would be fun. Like I've thought about like even just the other day, I was like, I should do a fucking once a month interview because I couldn't book a guest every week even. It'd be fun to do, and it would give me an excuse to use this portion of my room and buy a really expensive desk. And listen, I have to feel alive somehow. Okay,
Yeah.
my job
Well, what you could
kills me.
do is when inevitably you can't fill the once a month spot, you could just
Just Tim
interview
Dillon it.
me.
Sure.
Just have me on, and it's just every time you have no guests, you just interview me again.
Well, I was thinking too, the way I could fucking do it would be great. It would take a little editing. Are you old enough to know about Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Mm, I mean, I just didn't. I don't think so, no.
Okay. So anyway, he had like a desk, and then the guests that he interviewed, were on a TV in front of him.
Okay.
And that would be so easy to fucking do if I just
Yep.
put green felt over a TV and then just had it come in that way.
Yeah.
And it would be great. That's a lot of work. I barely do this thing.
It would be fun though.
I should really
You could
work
just
on
do it as
other
like
things.
we could do whatever we want with the Patreon. Just pointing out there that the bonus episodes were never promised to be the regular format and pretty much have never been the regular format, except on weeks when we, like this week, don't do the regular
Yeah.
format on the pre-show.
I kind of,
So you
yeah. I don't know. Bryden goes coast to coast. Like,
do it.
that's a lot of work. And I would just end up with a fucking big desk. Is all it would be. It was when I got a desk because I did that for 2 weeks. It was like, well, that was a manic decision. That was fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
But I support all of your manic decisions. I think they're great.
Anything to not sit and use fucking automation on these 50 songs I started and was like, well, I do need to do that at some point. And, and that nobody gets to hear these terrible songs. They're good songs. They're good fucking songs. Fuck
They're
that. They're good
great.
songs.
I'm
I'm a
sure they're
goddamn
great.
EDM legend.
Well, you have to
I have
be
to
heard
fucking
to be a
eat.
legend. You could call yourself a genius, possibly, a misunderstood hidden genius.
Well, nobody cared about uh
Van Gogh.
there you go. See, you know me well. Because I was like, fuck, who's that earless faggot that I like?
Yep, Van Gogh.
Nobody knew about Van Gogh, you know?
Well, it
Legend.
just made the most sense to me. It would have to be a crazy guy who cut off his ear.
I'm gonna cut off a finger at some point. There's no fucking way that I
I'm
don't.
shocked you haven't already.
It's because I want to see what they look like.
I know, and you could just find out, Bryden.
I should just get x-rays.
Oh, well, that's a lot easier, actually, and less painful. Yeah. You
Oh,
can do that. You can go and get an X-ray. Just tell the go to the ER, okay? And tell them
help! I
like
need
there's
to know what my
something like
fingers look like.
I definitely broke my hand and just don't let them like when they touch it, just go like it hurts even though they can't feel the bones move, they'll have to do it anyway, and then they have to print the pictures out and they have to give them to you,
I'll take him and
right?
run.
Yeah, you could take them and run, but you
And
don't
then
even have to do
and then I'll
that. Like,
scream the name that I wrote down on the thing. I go, "You'll never catch Javier Millet!" Ha ha! I'll make chainsaw noises. I'm like, "Boom, boom."
it's like the Family Guy episode where Peter's trying to come up with a fake name. He sees a can of peas and a tear and
Yeah.
then a griffin. Yeah. It's just like that. I love that because it's so cute. I'll never forget that one.
It's a good bit.
He's just like, damn it.
Tear Griffin.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so when my one of my kids needed to get x-rays on her stomach because she swallowed the battery, we have those x-rays and we thought it would be funny to frame them for her.
Sure.
And so we did that and we gave it to her as a present. We gave her the battery because we kept the battery, we cleaned it up and sanitized it and everything. And it's all weird looking now. And we gave her the framed picture of her x-rays. And she got really weirded out and upset.
Eh.
And we asked her why, because we thought like maybe it was like seeing her
It's a
own
shame.
mortality thing or whatever. But no, she was like, Mom, you can't display that. People can't see my bones. Like it was
Ooh.
immodest. It was
Weird.
inappropriate. Like as if we were putting a picture of her in her underwear up or something, which was a
That's-
fascinating mindset to me.
That's
Just
strange.
really, it's like she wasn't covered up, so it's just inappropriate to frame.
What
and
did you
show
do to this
people.
kid that she thinks her
Nothing.
bones are too much?
My kids have weird ideas about skeletons. I don't know where it came from or why. But like because my son thought that when you die you just became an animated skeleton. Like they all have weird ideas about bones and skeletons in some form or another.
I mean, it's hands especially. And this is, we'd call this the rehash episode, basically.
Yeah.
It's and it's not
hitting on
everybody's hands.
classics.
It's not everybody's hands. It's my hands. I just wanted because they're
They're so
I got all these
deformed and
fingers. These are perfectly normal hands. They're a bit thin and ladylike, but
they are very small. You have tiny little hands. Like mine are.
She said something about my hands. She said something about my hands. That they were small or something, insinuating that something else might be small. And let me assure you, there's no problem there.
That's you have said the opposite on the show many times. Don't lie to the people now.
Beautiful penis. I got a big. My penis is beautiful. It's a big, beautiful penis.
Here, do me a favor. Put your hand like in front of your face.
I'm not falling for that again.
No, just do it. I'm in another state, Bryden. I can't hit your hand. I'm just trying to compare the size. Yeah, see, look, your fingers are thin but short. You know?
Yeah. I don't have big hands.
They're not stubby. You just have tiny little child hands.
Yeah, I'm pretty small, dude.
I'm sorry. It's just
like I'm pretty small. I don't know why everyone knows this already. I'm pretty small.
Sorry.
I've always been pretty small.
thought I would point it out for everybody in the audience.
Everyone knows. I'm always been small.
You're
Stop growing.
adorable. Just so
Thank
cute.
you. I know that's what That's what they say. It's that and my charisma and the fact that I call everybody gay that
Yeah, that's what makes
and
people like
retard.
you. Yes, people really like that.
I say the N word a lot too. People don't like that as much.
No,
That one's not as
no.
big of a hit.
Depends on the crowd, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. Some people really like when I say it.
A little too much, maybe. Um, from Am I Overreacting
Hold on,
on Reddit?
I was just thinking about something real quick. What about a guy, an Indian guy? And his name was Dr. Nagar. That would be the best guy. I How do you tell that I'm Dr. Nagar?
Oh my gosh. I haven't
That's
even
a
told
guy.
you.
That's a guy that exists.
That is great. Absolutely, that exists. I was having tea with my Russian friend, this nice older lady. Okay, she's got an extremely thick Russian accent. She was telling me about how her husband likes these very like these anxiety-inducing action movies like Star Wars, and
What?
she doesn't understand why you would want to bring that energy into your life. I wish I could do a Slav accent well, but because it's so thick and she talks so funny to sometimes. But she's trying to explain to me that she just likes comedy, right? And she
Sure.
said, like my favorite. It's called Big Mama in the House. And
Oh shit.
she said,
She likes Big Mama's house.
you know the one, the black man dressed up like Mama and in the house. And I was like, yeah, I like that one too. That's a good one. That's a great one.
Just an old posh Russian lady sitting there going,
She's very fancy. Like I literally, most of the time I see her, she's wearing like gowns and a fur shawl. Like,
watching fucking Big Mama's house.
Big Mama in the house, actually.
Holy
And I just
shit.
And I was about to ask for clarification that we were thinking of the same movie, but no, she cut me off and said yes with the black man who dresses up as Big Mama. And she tried to imitate the way
Oh
he
my
talks.
god. There's no way I could have not come instantly. I would have just sat
It
there.
was
This is all I ever wanted
oh,
for.
it
I
was
guess I could
amazing.
die. I guess I can die now. I saw the
She said,
funniest thing.
yep.
There's no way.
Well,
I would just throw my credit card at her and go, "It's all yours." I have to go leave because it's not getting better than this.
it was so funny, and she was like, and I like that Robert Williams. It's very sad he killed himself. I was like,
That's not Robert.
I know. It took me a second. I was like, oh, yes. Yeah, I like him too.
Please, for the love of God, let her know about two guys, Norm Macdonald and Bob Saget.
I will. She'll love it.
I-
Oh my goodness.
It's incredible. I just want to watch like Tyler Perry movies with this lady. I go, look, it's good.
Yeah. And she was, because she was going on and
It's
on about
Medea.
how she watches all these wholesome Russian shows where everyone's very elegant and it's like historical dramas and people are nice and there's love stories and it's very proper. And then, but as far as American things go, I like comedies like Big Mama in the House. Like,
She would probably hate The Hangover then.
oh yeah, probably so.
We just need the podcast is changing. We're getting this woman on it, and we're doing movie reviews because we've been wanting to do movie review podcast since we did one movie review podcast.
We did, and that didn't even get to stay up. That was very unfortunate.
Well, we did the Barbie one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, the second one did not get to stay. Well, yeah,
That was
if
a
we're
lot-
gonna do
that was a
riff
riff-
tracks,
yeah, we can't do
We
that,
have
you
to
know.
do it separately, like for real, and have people line it up.
Yeah, that's different. But if we just we make the shift to a movie review thing, we're gonna have to just sit with this Russian woman and
Yes, and have her just only thing she's never seen before too, so we can get
Just-
her genuine raw reaction.
I mean, if she's like, "Oh my God, why would you invite the negative energy of Star Wars into your house?" I'm like, "I've got this trilogy Also, it's called Terrifier.
No, no, no.
Well, I'm being nice. That's not, August Underground is also a trilogy.
Well, yes, let's. She's so sweet though. She's just telling me how well done I am. Just kept calling me well done and telling me how put together I am and how I'm so beautiful, but I have to stop losing weight. She's afraid that I'm going to vanish into thin air.
You know who's going to vanish? Me for a
Hmm.
second while I go take a pee because I am
Okay, he's
drinking
gonna go
nothing but
pee.
beer. I've switched away from the vodka with like after dry January, and I'm only drinking on podcast night and then kind of weekends. Uh, I sent a tweet about this, but before I go take a pee, I want you to give me a quick response to this. Life is not any fucking better. In fact, it's worse. I just don't have as much fun, and I don't have hangovers.
Yeah.
I was used to hangovers. I'm like, and I'd suffered through it, but I was still like creative, and life was fun, and a roller coaster of what I thought was meaningful. And then, yeah, if I don't drink, it's just boring. And I'm like, well, I don't know how I am putting up with this all that. Like, I can't be sober for too long because then I will realize I don't know why I'm talking to any fucking people. Like, I need to leave now and go somewhere else and go do something serious.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Okay, so I quit drinking for like 4 months or 5 months now or something. I've had a few drinks in the last because I just went to out of the state. I did drink on that trip, but like,
It's
yeah,
boring.
the only difference now is that if I do have a drink, I'm more hungover the next day than I was before, and it did
No, no, no.
help me lose weight
A
faster.
lot,
What?
a lot of that is you did turn 30, and I told you
I
it's
know it could be
hangovers are
either
different now,
because I
bro.
did turn 30. It sucks so bad.
I
Oh
told
my
you.
gosh. Oh, well, yeah, you did, but nobody believes it. It's like, your dad tells you all kinds of stuff growing up, and you're just like, okay, old fogey. And then it happens, and you can't ever admit that he was right. So you just pretend that you came up with it yourself and that he never told you or that it didn't happen.
I
You know what
told
I
you,
mean?
and what happened was you turned 30. I don't know what it is. There's a
It
tick
was
in your
like
brain. Yep.
overnight.
Oh
It
yeah.
was
You
crazy.
start gaining
What?
weight too, so careful with the drinking because you will gain weight a lot faster now.
Well, I've only lost weight since I turned 30,
I know,
and
but you've
it's
also been
actually
eating
become a
400.
problem.
You've eaten 400 calories a day every day.
Yeah, I
You're
can't
literally
stop
dying.
doing that. It's a problem. I don't know what to do because I've stopped eating most meals, and now my body's just used to not getting hungry until 4 p.m.
Well, that's fine. I'm just telling you.
I
The
know.
drinking is you turn 30, it's fucking it's rough because I drank every day for a long time, and then one day when I turned 30 I started getting fat and having hangovers, and that happens to everyone who's ever turned 30. Ask them, they go, what was when did that start? And they go, about 30. I don't know what it is in God's creation. All right, but that's what happens to people. And it's awful because I'm pushing 40 now. So I don't know. I
What's gonna
can't drink.
happen? Oh my God, your knees are just gonna go out completely.
My shins have long gone out.
Yeah, but it's gonna creep upward now.
It might. No, my right shin is all fucked up. I got shin splints because I can't stop dancing at the raves. So
Yeah.
it's,
See,
and then
that's
it
what it's gonna
lasts.
be. When you turn 40, what happens is you start just getting random injuries that like don't
Last.
ever fully
The
go away. Like you tear a muscle in your arm
That's
and you
it.
just can't work out as much for the rest of your life with that arm, because like it healed, but it's not quite up to stuff. Like that's what's gonna happen to you now.
Well, I don't work out. I just dance real hard and I continue to dance real hard, but I didn't even
Throw
dance that
out a
hard at the
hip.
last. I didn't even dance that. Honestly, I'm going to rave till I throw out a hip. So fine. All right. And I've seen guys in wheelchairs at raves. All right. There's this one famous dude at EDC Orlando who is in a fucking paraplegic wheelchair, fucking motorized one, and he is cool as fuck. So
Well, yeah. I feel
he's
like
not going to
wheelchair
be
people
there.
are often very cool, you
I
know?
feel like they're usually real pieces of shit, but
I
I have met
I,
so
I
many guys in wheelchairs that are complete dickheads. I've never met one where I was like, what a cool dude. Actually, at CPAC, I did. I met one guy in a wheelchair at a CPAC, which pissed me off because we were all going to a bar leaving Gaylord Arena. I think it's called that. I'm not kidding. It's Gaylord something. But
Okay.
we were all going, and fucking everybody left him behind. And I was with him, and I had to, like, push him up the ramp thing because they all left him.
Mm-hmm.
I forget why. At one point, he asked me to, like, push him, like, down the street. So I'm, like, running at full speed. He thought this was funny. It wasn't like a weird prank.
Yeah. Well,
But
sure, yeah.
I'm running with a guy in a wheelchair at full speed, yelling at the people that we're going to meet Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a faggot! We were going to our weird, far right meetup bullshit. But I forget the guy's name, but he was pretty cool. But when we finally got to the bar, everybody else like went to the bar. They left me and the fucking bro out there, and we were like, and he, it was like, what the fuck? We're trying to get this guy into the thing. He also should be in the thing. So they didn't do it on purpose. But you got to be fucking
thinking.
And they weren't thinking, and you got to be conscious of fucking people because that's the guy we were hanging out with. He was just as valid as anybody else.
Well, yeah, it's weird to not notice that he's.
I think they just didn't like me. That might have been it too.
Oh, and they're like, oh, good. The wheelchair guy is keeping Bryden.
He's our
away.
anchor.
Good for him. Yeah.
That might have been it. I forget the guy.
He's always the best.
Well, now people liked me at the little thing. This was back when I was still likable and I wasn't fat yet. I was a little fat back then.
Before you turned 35.
Bro, 35 was bad. 30 was pretty bad. 37 is the worst. I got to pee so much. I gotta go pee. I'm a pregnant lady.
Pee.
We got 8 minutes left in this one, but that's fine. I'm still peeing.
Okay, go pee.
I should take the mic with it. I'm gonna get a big cord.
Yes, take the mic. Yeah.
And then I can't because it's a really good mic.
You're scared you're gonna pee
It's the same
on it?
mic, by the way. Everybody, audio quality brought to you. But I need a podcast producer drop. If young Bryden don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning.
I don't like that guy. Also, he's misshapen in strange ways, and you don't really notice it till he stands up to flee to pee because he is a pregnant woman, and he looks like, well, no, he doesn't look like a pregnant woman because pregnant women aren't that lumpy. It's just like one big bowl on the stomach. It's not as lumpy. So, since he's peeing, I don't have time to get into the Hannaford drama, everyone. I just don't have time. But what else am I going to do here? Maybe I'll get into it No, I'll talk about it on Twitter instead. I don't want to do it on the Patreon episode. Because it should be free content. I should have already talked about it. So let's see. What should I do while Bryden's gone? I don't know. Why does he do this to me? Why does he abandon me to talk to myself on the show so that everyone can just listen to my insanity and what happens when I have to talk to myself?
If your Bryden don't trust you, I'm shoot you. Beautiful morning. Yes, that's my
That was the fastest pee break you've ever
Dude,
taken.
I was just about to say, have you ever peed so hard that you can kind of like feel it in your pee walls and you're like, I think I tore something.
Pee walls?
Yeah, urethra.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Don't sit and act to me. Don't sit and act like I am not making sense just because you don't understand the way that I communicate. All right?
No, you made perfect sense. It just took me a second. You know how somebody will say something and you'll say, what? But then it makes sense before they can tell you what they said? Yeah.
Yeah, in the pee walls. Like, no, I think I tore something in my pee walls because I was pissing so fast.
See, that's because you're old.
No, it's because I'm efficient. And I'm building muscles in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening. No. You're just going to get a urinary tract infection that's going to spread to the kidneys. You're going to go into septic shock and you're going to die.
That's a way to go.
Lots of old people go that way.
Well, I can deal with it. I mean, that's a way to go. I'm more concerned about my new idea, which is podcast producer tags.
What does that mean, though?
Well, like producer tags? Like on beats, it's like, if young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Or like, Oh God, why am I blanking on producer tags? Shit. What's the one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we're just gonna famous producer tag. We're just gonna do a few famous producer tags. Please give me a video compilation. Ranking producers based off of their producer tags seems like some shit that I want to fucking watch. Let's see. Oh, we go. We the best music. Here, Kenny beat. Whoa, Kenny. That's not it. Oh no, this is what I was looking for. I can't remember his name. Take Heath. Take Heath. Fuck these niggas up.
So what is it for?
It's to identify that he's the producer of the beat.
So does it go? Where does it get put?
Kind of anywhere, but usually at the beginning.
Okay. And it's just in the song? Like it just stays in the song?
It just is on the song, yeah. It's black
Okay.
people shit. I don't know that much about it. I just,
Okay. I'm just trying to understand
So
what's
it's
happening.
like, well, no, it did like Harry Fraud. Okay, shit. That's that one.
Harry Fraud.
The producer's tag is a woman essentially speaking in Spanish. Just okay. Hold on. Let's find some good ones real quick.
So it's like a watermark that they put on a song,
Essentially, yes.
but an audio watermark. Okay, that makes
Yes.
a little sense. But are there lyrics in these songs, or is it just
Well,
beats?
they're whole songs. I mean, it's like like Pharrell's producer tag is he does like the first four in like the first four bars. It's just a repeat of the first beat of the song, which is like a really subtle one. Let's see.
Trying to be exact, he went on a drill, never made it back. Too many odd niggas in the air, but too many odd niggas in the back. Hold on.
I don't know. I think I'm just playing somebody's song.
Can people hear this? I can't hear this.
Oh, hold on. Now you should be able to hear this.
Metro!
Oh, that is one of them. His most famous one is if you're. I think it's Future that says that. If your Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you.
Metro! Just to save you. Metro! Seth in the kitchen.
See, Seth in the kitchen.
So-
I don't know who that is.
Okay. And
But
it's
it-
just at the beginning of every song?
Yeah, or it can be other places. But yeah, it's just kind of like a tagline.
Okay.
Brand new Lamborghini. Seth in the kitchen. I'm trying to stay up on my ATL Jacob.
Okay, I didn't know that ATL Jacob was a producer. To be honest with you, I don't know. I wish I knew more about producers. Oh, DJ Mustard, Mustard on the beat.
Oh, yeah. You want to come out here?
Hold on.
Yo, yeah, you want to come out here?
Wait, where is it? No, where's the mustard? Oh, Kenny Beats. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. You want to come out here?
Okay.
Mustard on the beat.
That's okay. So you want to do a show about that or something?
No. At the beginning of
No?
every pod. You know what my producer tag is?
What?
My podcast producer has this. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
You're right.
It is! Oh my God, I innovated podcast producer tags. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
There you go.
Damn, dude.
You already had one. You're sitting here and
Because I'm
like
a
you
genius.
already had one.
I'm a
Oh my
genius.
goodness.
That's why.
I'm very proud of you. I'm glad that we could go on this journey
I can't-
together.
I can't, because how many of it? Because that's accidentally left in there all the time.
Yes. And that's why I'm
Do
never
people
sure
know-
if it's going to be there or not.
Do people know? Because a lot of the time, not every time, I go 3, 2, 1, let's jam. I click the fucking button. And I go. "Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da." Sometimes I'm just thinking it. But for the people that don't know, that's a Cowboy Bebop theme. It's Tank by the Seatbelts, and it's one of the best songs ever fucking made, ever. Also, Cowboy Bebop is cool, and anime is gay, and you are a pedophile, transvestite, transsexual if you listen to it. Become
Yes.
it. But
Agreed.
Cowboy Bebop is pretty fucking sick, bro.
And Jormungand is pretty good. That's a good one.
I've never seen that.
Well, they have this really cool song at the end of the episodes, right? So like the outros title, the credits song, right? And it's the dumbest thing you've ever heard if you hear the whole thing where the lady's actually rapping and like
Nice.
has these horrible, horrible lyrics about the main character of the show. But anyway, it's like her name is Coco, she is loco. I said, "Oh no." Her name is Coco, she is loco. I said, "Oh no," because the main lady in it, her name is Coco.
Is she
It's
local?
she is loco. And you know what? I did frequently say, "Oh no." So
Yeah.
it fits.
So it was accurate then.
She's an arms dealer.
Oh.
She deals in arms.
Well. I wonder if I could be an arms dealer. Not now. I mean, it's too late in life. But like, I
Not
mean, like
now.
mentally, you know? Like, I wonder if I could have been like groomed to the point where I could do something like that.
Well, the whole point of that show is that she's actually against it and is using it to end all war. But yes,
Oh, that's not what I was
it's
thinking.
very complicated.
I was thinking more of like arms dealers are probably friends, go to the same cocktail parties as human traffickers and stuff.
Oh, they do. Yes.
You know,
And like assassins and stuff.
I don't think really assassins exist. Like,
No, it's just like brutes that are willing to kill for money. But they do exist. It's just not like in movies where they're
yeah,
like suave and cool. Like now, it's a guy that doesn't mind that kind of risk for enough money and is good at keeping secrets.
I'll
He's
bet
not
most
like a
of them.
rich suave guy.
I'll bet most of those guys that are just killing people for money are rather stupid.
Oh yeah, they're just brutes. They're just thugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that character. I'd want to be like, well, who's Alki in the first Like a Dragon game? Rio Alki. I like to be like
Oh
him.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I think he's cool. I like him.
Oh, he's so gross and slimy
Yeah,
though. He's like
yeah,
a slimy worm man. Hey,
yeah.
that is
But
like you.
I like him. I like that thing. That's
Oh my
why,
gosh.
yeah, I respect, that type of, that front facing power is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty cool. That's why I respect politicians so much. Because the ones who are not too, the ones that
That's
are
why
really
you
smart.
respect politicians so much.
Yeah, yeah, I like that they're able to pull it off to get to the point to where it's now that the internet's out there. I mean, a lot of them are completely screwed, but everybody still votes for their guy.
Yeah.
That's a big problem with it. Like there's like 3 respectable people in Congress, and 2 of them are Rand Paul. Depending on how whether or not I agree with him that day, but Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, are the guys. I really like anybody libertarian, but I like that they were able to just say all the time, "I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy." When all evidence says to the other, no
Oh,
one
yeah.
asked Nancy Pelosi about her insider trading.
No.
Why?
No one cares. But
Why?
Well, because the media is controlled.
It's talked about on the media,
Yeah.
on Fox. Why has nobody said, hey, I'm Peter Ducey. Nancy Pelosi, what's up with that? You know who does that? Laura Loomer. That's
Yep.
it.
And we gotta love her for it. No one, she's willing to do what others are not.
I mean, look, I do want to get her on the show because we can't get Kanye on the show. There's no fucking way.
Well, who's more likely? Who do you think we could get on easier, Milo or Loomer?
I think Milo Yiannopoulos might have cocaine at some point and come on the podcast.
Yes, that's
I
what
think
I was
it's-
thinking. So that's the thing, is because you got to think like who, Milo might do it. I mean, it wouldn't be good.
Well,
He's not trustworthy, but he might do it.
I don't think he'd do it now because I'm not like not a sexy twink anymore.
You're right. Surely we could catfish him with older pictures of you.
Maybe. But that'll make me sad. When he shows up and he goes, gross.
Oh, and he would be
Shit.
so brutal about
I know.
it too.
And
He
it would
would be
all be
doing the
truthful.
like backhanded compliment thing the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, oh yes, you've really matured.
Yeah.
Your body shape is interesting. It's
Okay.
fascinating to
There's
me.
there's no reason there's no reason to pretend to be a Starion here. Okay. I get it. I've gotten old and gross. All right. I'm aware. I'm pushing 40. All right. And I haven't taken care of myself. And I'm old. Okay. I'm too busy trying to fucking work and just be fucking. The whole world is against me.
Everyone should tag Milo Yiannopoulos on Twitter and tell him that this is the podcast he needs to go on.
Also, get Andrew Tate because we get
I
two
would
of them in the
I
same
would
room.
talk to Andrew Tate. I would 100% talk to Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate would be amazing.
I would try to be
If
a good sport.
if Andrew Tate
I actually
told,
would
if
try
Andrew
to be a
Tate
good sport.
told me that I needed to fucking do push-ups, I'd be like, yes, sir, I would. For the whole time that I would tell him that, definitely, that I would.
You would claim that you did it, yes.
I would say I am planning on it.
Yep.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, you look at anybody who's successful and you go, who were their parents? All of them weren't parents like ours.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that happens. Not anymore. Oh, Andrew Tate's like, my dad was a chess superstar. Oh, cool. My dad worked at a TV station.
Yeah.
Your dad
Yeah.
was a meth dealer. I don't,
Well, he was industrious.
Yeah.
He had a good work ethic.
Yeah. I get so mad about that shit. Like, I also get mad about we got to wrap this up soon, but we're at an hour. But I also get mad about the people
Shoot.
doing
Sorry.
doing blowback on that, where they act like Fred again became popular like 2 years ago, and then like a year later, people found out that like his family's ridiculously rich, and they were like, "Well, see." It's like, no, he still makes extremely good music. Like, he got to study under Brian Eno and shit like that. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna not like his music.
That's how you get into these things. I don't know. When was the last time that someone like you or me could do that? Like,
Well, it doesn't happen. Every now and then the Jews pick some black guy out of the hood, and then he goes to prison because and they gave him an advance anyway. And when I say the Jews, I mean a record label. It's not like Netanyahu's picking the rappers, all right?
No, it's not. No, you're right.
It's Universal or whatever is like picking some bullshit out. Fuck Universal, by the way, because they're always striking me on goddamn YouTube for music. But it's crazy. It's always them. But that's the last time. It's like, and I'm sorry, black people, if you're listening, you're better off playing basketball, honestly. Like, if you're trying to get out of the hood, you're better off playing fucking basketball. Do not get wrapped up in these goddamn record labels. They are evil as shit.
They are very, very evil.
I'm sure the NBA is not awesome. But
it can't be as bad, though,
fuck no.
right?
No, there's no way. Because and they used to do this to rock and roll bands too, but, rock and roll's not popular anymore. They would go, let me give you all this money. And you can record, look at this. Oh, look at all the money that you have here. Yep. Then you can record your album. We'll pay for the whole thing. Well, you don't need that anymore. You can come to my house and I'll record your fucking album. I have half the equipment. You have it all at home.
Yeah, you can't do it. It's really hard to get people to listen to it.
Yeah, and they got the promotion and the A&R and shit. And it's like,
that you have to like be part of a cute little niche underground community or whatever, and you could get a few hundred eyes on it and stuff. That's how that works. But you can play shows doing that. You start local and maybe somebody will notice you. Like, you can play gigs doing that, having like a niche little community.
Well, that's what we always liked about the local bands anyway. Like, back in the fucking day when things were cool. Like, people have been like, fuck record labels for a long time until a record label picked up the local band, and then everybody was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh,
You
of
know,
course, yeah.
Epitaph fucking got our boys or whatever, you know. And that was great. The thing is, those guys screwed them over, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's record labels are fucking predatory as shit. But the majority of the musicians you listen to today that are mainstream, or at least mainstream in your genre that you might listen to, or what you might consider mainstream, would not be there without record labels. You know,
Oh, absolutely.
it's just kind of an outdated thing, I think. But they're still evil as fuck, and they're still, you know, I wouldn't know about Sabrina Carpenter if she wasn't all over the fucking radio or being pushed to you or anything like that. So there's a
benefit to it. Like, these people are superstars with millions of dollars.
I'm trying to remember the name of this lady who just, because they always do this, was like complaining she wasn't getting enough promotion from her label and she wanted to get out of it. But she had this like real soul song. Fuck around, find out. What was her name?
I don't know.
God damn it. What was her name? Not Key Long. Oh, this is going to be really irritating. So she's dead from the internet. Shoot. It was like Ari something. Oh, Ari Lennox. Yeah, Ari Lennox was her name. And I heard her song a few times and was like, wow, this is really good. I first heard it on the Breakfast Club. Oh, yeah. I sometimes listen to the Breakfast Club in the morning.
Yeah. Which one is that? The one with Charlemagne?
Yeah, he's a fucking, I hate Charlemagne. But, you know.
It's a good name, though.
Charlemagne the God. Yeah, you would be remiss to note that's not his actual name.
No, yeah. Well, I figured it was a good name he picked. I didn't think his mother named him. Yeah,
I know.
You never know.
His mom's black. I mean, she might be like, all right,
They would have spelled it differently.
They would have spelled it wrong.
It would have been spelled. We would not know what it says if it was named that at birth, okay? It would make no sense.
You're going to ask a single black mother to spell Charlemagne?
No. She
yeah.
could try. I'm sure she would love to try, okay? And that first attempt is what's on the birth certificate.
Certificate. But yeah, the song's called Smoke by Ari Lennox. And I love the song. I'm not crazy about all of her other stuff, but she complained about, like, hey, I'm not getting enough promotion from my label, so I like to get out of the contract. Guess what? I have not heard anything about her ever again. And it's been several months. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know why we're on this topic right now. We do need to go to the bonus episode, but
yeah, everybody, we are out of time for today.
But your smoke to me, I want all the smoke.
I can tell that the singing lessons went very well for you.
Oh yeah, I did them for a year and I did not practice. So like I just basically bugged a lady from Argentina for a long time, and that was fun too.
You realize you have to like keep the muscles up, right?
Yeah, I was busy.
Yeah, you can't just never do it. It's not going to work if you don't keep. There are muscles involved.
I get that. Yeah, I get that. I mean, there's, you know, mental muscles as well. Like, I mean, it's hard for me to be on Twitter these days.
Right, because your brain is all broken.
No, it's not. I'm trying not to get banned, and the only way I know how to do Twitter is to get banned.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. Yes.
Because I'm like, well, you know, jerk. Like when really I'm just like, Cracking my knuckles here. Time to type the N word real
you have
quick,
to
you
find-
jungle monkey fuck.
Well, you need to find a way to say it more silly. Like I get those same emotions out calling people slimy worm men and stuff. You know, it just there are ways to say it without getting banned.
Banana eating George Floyd.
No, that's too explicit. Okay.
Okay.
You got to call them despicable maggot scum.
Faggot scum.
No,
Oh.
Bryden, you're not getting it. No.
Monkeypox
call
carrying
them-
AIDS distributors.
No.
Okay.
I mean, that one's a little closer.
Better than faggot.
It's a lot better than faggot.
What about
yeah.
butt target?
I like that one. That one makes sense. We could just call them all fart knockers.
I do like that fart knocker.
Okay, everyone, go to the Patreon. That is patreon.com/here to help podcast. Follow us on Twitter as well. Those links are going to be in the description everywhere.
Wait, are
At
they?
the very least, they're on YouTube. They are there when you
Okay,
post it.
cool.
Yes, I don't know
I don't
about
know
all
what
the
I-
RSS stuff.
I don't know
but
what
it's
I've
on
had.
YouTube.
No, it's the same copy and paste I do on all of them.
Right.
So should be.
There you go. The Discord is also there. Okay.
More like, what about Pisscord?
The Pisscord, that's a different Discord server where Bryden just goes on voice calls while he pees.
Yeah, it's just
including when he's at work during the day. So sometimes in the office restroom, you can hear multiple streams, and that's very exciting.
No, you know what's fucked up? So I bring a gallon of water with me to work every day.
Yeah.
And it's ever since I've been doing that for several years, people comment on it is that I drink a gallon of water at work every day and I piss a ton.
Yes. And so
I do drink an entire gallon of water at work pretty much every day. Almost.
So join the Discord, and this is the exciting content you can hear.
This is probably
every
why
day.
my fucking my piss tubes are growing out.
Yeah, too much.
All right.
Dude,
Anyway,
wearing them out. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you, and we are the only ones you can trust are here to pee.
Black Lives Matter.